जो स्व उन्नति का भी समय नहीं मिले, स्वतंत्र वर्ष सेवा के लिए जितनी चाहो उतना करो। दोनों ही प्लान स्मृति में रख और भी एडिशन कर सकते हैं और रतन प्लान में चढ़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि बच्चों को सदैव बाप आगे रख। अच्छा, चारों ओर के सर्व वादर करने वाली श्रेष्ठ आत्माएं सदा डबल सेवा का बैलेंस रखने वाले बाप की ब्लेसिंग के अधिकारी आत्मा सदा बेहद के बादशाह ऐसे राजयोगी, सहज योगी, सदयोगी सदा अनेक बार के विजय के निश्चय और नशे में रहने वाले अतिशयोगी सने बच्चों को बाप दादा का याद, प्यार और नमस्ते। समझा ना सभी ने, समझा
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals. Remain constantly in the stage of a detached observer. Have the faith and intoxication that you have come into this physical body for service for a temporary period. You are an incarnation. You have come here and now have to return. This awareness will make you go beyond and give you the experience of limitless attainment. On the one hand, be beyond, and on the other hand, limitless attainment. Experience both at the same time. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's day 19. Companion of God. Today's topic is pure thoughts. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yes, everyone looks well. Baba likes the children who can keep themselves well. Right? That is why Baba says, even if you have to write the news, just write, I am okay. So if we are able to say to Baba, I am okay, Baba is very happy. Baba is very pleased. Otherwise, we always say, Baba, this is the complaint, this is the problem, there is situation. So Baba has to pay attention to that. But if we want Baba's attention on me, self, then what we have to do is say to Baba, Baba, I am okay. So whatever little is not okay, Baba will set it that it will become okay, right? That's the secret. Every time say to Baba, Baba, yes, I'm fine, I am okay, I'm very good. That means I have used knowledge. I have used power of yoga. I'm paying attention to inculcation. So that means I'm doing all three subjects and service is also happening in a beautiful way. So that is how we become easy yogis, natural yogis. There is no effort, very natural, right? So yesterday or today you all had a beautiful uh, practice of experiencing spiritual love from Baba and then sharing our love with everyone. Actually, if in our mind, in our hearts, there is love, is great power inside. Feel strong. Because as soon as there is very subtly dislike for someone or little other feelings come, one is not able to be uh, okay, right? So we keep our feelings very clean, very pure, and full of spiritual love. When there is love, you are able to cooperate. When there is love, you are able to forgive and forget. With the power of love, everything can be done. Baba is able to transform us, right? From impure to pure, from weak to powerful, because of his love for us. And then whatever Baba explains us is always with lot of love, lot of love. There's never force in that. Love has more power than any force, any other force. So it's not only my love for souls, but for nature, for whole creation. When there is love, there is also what we call as non-violence. You don't hurt anyone, anything. There had been so much hurt even to the nature, right? Destroying nature unnecessarily. But when we belong to Baba, we don't waste anything. So when we don't waste, that means we're not consuming unnecessarily. So another big power to be companion of God is to have pure thoughts. So that's what we have to become, is companion of God, like Dadi Janki, right? So for that, pure thoughts. So definition of pure is first viceless. Each vice, no. And then there are certain weaknesses. Like not getting angry, but then very, very subtly, any kind of agitation, any kind of irritation comes. But when there is purity, very naturally, there's deep, deep calmness and very, very peaceful. Not only of mind, but is mind, intellect. Soul is peaceful. So another thing is what we call it, purity as unadulterated. Whatever someone was in the past, if I look at person and say, oh, you are the same one, what you did this last year. It's not a pure vision, right? So the thoughts have to then change into awareness. Actually, internally, the thoughts which should emerge should only be from purity. So pure thoughts become like pure awareness. And then pure awareness, pure attitude, little bit of selfishness. Oh, I wish I could get it. I wish I could do it. No, very subtle desires which emerge also. Doesn't let thoughts be unadulterated. These days, there is so much people look for pure food, right? Organic and so many different kinds of, because they know that if they eat pure food, organic food, it doesn't have chemicals. It's very, very beneficial for health. Right? But same is health of the soul, health of the mind and intellect. So that health also is possible if we always eat or have pure thoughts, pure vision, pure attitude. So that diet for the soul becomes very, very pure. So we will practice. Actually, when it becomes nature, you could naturally check all the time. Someone was showing me a watch, wrist watch, which shows blood pressure and pulse and every hour, every little time, after little time. Everything of the body, which is important. So we also should have a natural check. You will find, let's say, there is anything in the food which is not right. A lot of people get food poisoning. So they get very, very sick. So in our thoughts, if there is very subtle jealousy, comparison, or lack of contentment, then what happens? It's like mind is poisoned. So one gets very sick. All the thoughts of doubts, different kinds of thoughts will start coming. So pure thoughts. Some say, but then there are sanskars, right? There might be sanskars. But how Brahma Baba kept awareness so strong that sanskars don't influence. But when there is lack of smriti or awareness, then different subtle influences come, which we have to be very, very careful. One of the important thing everyone is mentioning is how taking homework has really helped them to uh, improve in many different ways. Not just listening, but doing is also very important. And doing is also internal. So to remain powerful and to see that everything will work properly. Baba fulfills all our pure desires. Whatever are our pure desires, Baba fulfills them. So today we have come to Gyan Sarovar after 2 years. Still very beautiful springtime, lot of flowers. Everyone full of love, enthusiasm, ready to serve. We welcome everyone, feed everyone. So Baba has set up these places so that we learn, so that we can serve same way at our places, because they are also Baba's places. Right? Actually, it's so here is so clean, both ways, physically, but also air, environment. Like there was this fear about what will happen in India, but it seems fine. Everyone is okay. And whatever is not okay through our own inner powers, we make it okay. Not only I have to remain okay, but everything has to be okay. Pure thoughts also keeps us very close to Baba, naturally, right? Because Baba is ever pure. So more we are pure, no, Baba said that you are pulled by magnet. There is no dust, there is no rust. I always say. Dust is at present and rust is from the past. So no dust, no rust. Just pure thoughts, right? So let us all remember Baba and take power of purity from Baba. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So nice to see you all. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to a Victory Journey. Gift from God. Pulse of wisdom from Tadigal Saji.
सबके दिल में एक बाबा, मेरा बाबा, मीठा बाबा। प्यार ऐसी चीज है जो त्याग करना यानी छोड़ना कोई भी चीज, तो परमात्म प्यार में ऐसी शक्ति है जो हमारे अंदर बुराइयां है ना, और हम उनको छोड़ने चाहते हैं। कौन है जो बुराइयों को पसंद करता है? भले परवश जिस समय बुराई के हो जाता है उस समय होश नहीं रहता है, उस समय तो समझते हैं ये करना ही है, लेकिन जब थोड़ा भी होश में आते हैं तो सभी समझते हैं बुराई ठीक नहीं है, अच्छी चीज नहीं है। तो जो हमारे अंदर अभी कलयुग के समय होने के कारण हर एक में कोई ना कोई बुराई सबसे ज्यादा है। अगर विशेष रूप में देखे तो 5 विकार की बुराई तो सभी में आ ही जाती। ये काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार। अभी मैं ये जो भी आप सभी यहाँ आए हो ना, उनसे एक क्वेश्चन करती हूँ। बुराई है काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार, ये सब 5 ही बुरी चीजें हैं, ये तो अनुभव होगा ही। लेकिन जो भी यहाँ सभी बैठे हैं उनमें से कोई ऐसा है, चाहे बहन चाहे भाई, जिसने कभी बचपन से लेकर अभी तक क्रोध नहीं किया हो या क्रोध का अनुभव नहीं हो? कोई है? हाथ उठाए वो जिसने सारे लाइफ में क्रोध का अनुभव नहीं किया हो, न किया हो, न मन में या मुख से। आंखों से भी क्रोध होता है। ऐसा है कोई? उसको प्राइज मिलेंगी? है कोई? है? कोई नहीं हाथ उठाता। देखो, तो क्रोध बुरी चीज है ये भी समझते होंगे। है? क्रोध अच्छी है चीज? जो समझते हैं क्रोध तो करना ही पड़ता है, क्रोध के बिना कैसे चलेंगे? है कोई ऐसा? ये यहाँ आने से तो ये तो समझ लिया होगा कि क्रोध बुरी चीज है और क्रोध को मिटाने के लिए ही प्यार है। जहां प्यार होता है वहां क्रोध नहीं होता है। चाहे वो आपको उल्टा सुल्टा भी बोलेंगे ना, तो उसका उल्टा सुल्टा भी आपको अच्छा ही लगेगा। कहेंगे ये तो प्यार से कहते हैं। दूसरा कहेगा अरे ये तुमको क्या कह रहा है, गाली दे रहा है तुमको, कहेगा गाली थोड़ी है, ये तो प्यार से। तो प्यार ऐसी चीज है जो जिससे प्यारो होगा ना, वो अगर क्रोध भी आपको करेगा, आपको क्रोध नहीं लगेगा, प्यार ही लगेगा। तो प्यार, जो भी हमारे अंदर बुराई हमारे से मुश्किल निकलती है, जैसे मानो कोई भी बुराई हमारे में है, हर एक अपने मन में जानते हैं कि मेरे अंदर अच्छा बनने के लिए कौन सी बुराई डिस्टर्ब करती है, किसमें अवमान होगा, किसमें क्रोध होगा, किसमें लोभ होगा, किसमें मोह होगा। मोह कोई सिर्फ संबंध से नहीं होता है, मोह पहले अपने बॉडी से भी बहुत होता है। देह के साथ पहला मोह होता है, और उसके साथ में संबंधियों का भी मोह होता है, चीजों का भी मोह होता है, पदार्थ का। कई है जिनको संबंध से मोह नहीं होगा, चीजों से भी मोह नहीं होगा, लेकिन एक कोई चीज ऐसी होती है जिससे बहुत मोह होगा, वो ही याद रहेंगी। और जिससे मोह होता है ना, उसकी निशानी क्या है, जहां भी आपका मोह होगा वहां बार बार मन और बुद्धि आपका वहां झुकेगा जैसे। इसीलिए कोई भी बुराई अगर है अंदर में, उसको छोड़ने के लिए सोचते हैं ना, चाहते तो है। जैसे यहाँ आप आए हो तो यहाँ का वायुमंडल, यहाँ का संग देख करके स्टडी करते सभी सोचते होंगे कि अभी ये अच्छा तो नहीं है, ये वहां भी चले, वहां भी मैं ऐसा ही रहूं, उसके लिए ताकत चाहिए, यहां तो ठीक है। तो प्रभु प्यार ऐसी चीज है, आप और कुछ भी नहीं करो, सिर्फ प्रभु प्यार का अनुभव करके जाओ, तो आपको कोई भी बुराई छोड़ने में कोई देरी नहीं लगे। क्यों? कि प्यार में लवलीन रहने के कारण ये जो बुराइयां है ना, वो आपको ऐसे लगेंगी जैसे कुछ है ही नहीं, ये बड़ी चीज नहीं लगेंगी। जैसे ऊंचे ऊंचे जगह पर हम जाते हैं ना, जैसे प्लेन में जाते हैं, तो सारा ही शहर का शहर, समझो लंदन में हम उड़ रहे हैं, अभी ऊपर प्लेन से अगर लंदन को देखो तो क्या लगेगा, और नीचे से लंदन की एक गली भी आपको बड़ी लगेंगी। और प्लेन से ऊंचे जा करके अगर नीचे देखो तो वो बड़ी चीज भी बिल्कुल छोटी लगेगी। ऐसे जब प्रभु प्रेम का अनुभव हो जाता है, तो जो आज छोड़ना मुश्किल लगता है ना चीज, या कोई संस्कार या कोई बुराई, जो आज हमको मुश्किल लगता है, वो प्रभु प्यार की स्टेज है ऊंची, और ये है नीचे की चीजें, बुराइयां। तो ऊंचे प्रभु प्यार की स्टेज में जब हम खड़े हो जाते हैं, तो ये बुराइयां जो है ना, वो हमको ऐसे छोटी सी चीज लगती है, अरे प्रभु प्यार मिल गया तो ये क्या बड़ी चीज है, ऐसे अनुभूति होती।
का प्यार आपने हमको है दिया, हीरा हमें बना कर श्रृंगार है किया, श्रीमत से मंचमन को आवाज हम करें, किन शब्दों में आपका धन्यवाद करें।
So now I would like to invite our dear angel sister, Sister Judy. Welcome.
So thank you, Bhumika. Thank you, Didi. Good evening, Avyakti Parivar. Wasn't that sweet, those scenes of the daddies? We really did experience that love from them and with them, and you could feel God's love through them. So how did you do today on your spiritual love? Did you manage? Was it good? Could you feel it? It was wonderful, no? I mean, this is really what we all want, is that feeling of spiritual love. And you know, I want you to think about, so we're talking about what does it take? What do we have to do to be a companion of God? In the same way that Dadi Janki, all the Dadis, but we're talking about Dadi Janki now, in the same way that she was able to be God's companion. So we started with honesty, and then we went to clean heart, and then we went to spiritual love, and now we're going to pure thoughts. These things are very close, aren't they? These are very, very close ideas. They're close experiences. They have to do with what we do on the inside in order to make space for this most pure being, our Father. So Dadi Janki, of course, spoke about pure thoughts. And the time I'm thinking of was a time in October of 2014. And Dadi said to the group she was sitting with, she said, it's the quality of our thoughts that affects the quality of our relationships, our words, and our actions. We need to become those who have pure thoughts for all. If your thinking is pure, you will not have any other thoughts. We enjoy a lot of contentment by thinking in this way. So, and then Didi said just a few minutes ago again that God receives every pure desire that we have and responds to that pure desire. So that's an aspect of pure thoughts, our pure wish for ourselves, our pure wish for others. When we have that, Baba feels that and he responds to us. That's how close we become. And we also know that every pure thought carries this elevated vibration. So it spiritualizes the atmosphere and it brings harmony. So every thought we have has this power to change everything. It changes our atmosphere, our relationships. It changes everything that happens around us. So that takes us to this question, what do we do when we're not having pure thoughts? Because we're not there yet, right? We're making good effort, but we're not always there. So what do we do? What methods do we use in order to hold these pure thoughts inside? So I'm going to mention a couple. If we were sitting together in a room, I would listen to your thoughts. But one thing that Baba talks about a lot is a full stop. So if I have a train of thought going in my mind, or if I have a story from my past that's running in my mind, and it's not a pure thought, Baba's guidance to us is bring it to a complete stop. Now, the first time you do that, it might start up again, right? because it's very persistent sometimes, these memories. So if it starts up again, you do the same thing again, full stop. I'm not going to think this. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to play this movie again. I know that movie. I know what it does to me. I know how it messes with my mind, how it spoils my interaction. So you bring that full stop with a lot of determination. And then you replace the thought you were having with a kinder and a purer thought. So replace it with the thought of love, of wisdom, of peace, of kindness, of compassion, of empathy, of sweetness, this stock of pure thoughts. You replace the thought you were having. So you're moving yourself into this pure place. So this is how we get strong, right? By making this effort, we get strong. But we have to interrupt ourselves if we're having negative thoughts, because the negative thoughts pull us away from God. They pull us away from our best self, and they pull us away from Baba. And then we feel alone, but we're not alone. We've allowed our thoughts to separate us. So choosing to have pure thoughts, just like we've been saying, choosing to be honest, choosing to have a clean heart, choosing to be in spiritual love. This is what our Raj Yoga practice is about, right? It's about making us strong enough to choose the quality of thought that we want to hold in our mind. And so when we have that determined thought, I'm going to keep my mind quite elevated so that I can be close to Baba. Then we're able to spiritualize everything around us, spiritualize the atmosphere, spiritualize our relationships. But we have to have the determined thought that that's what we want, because we know what pure thoughts are. We sit in class every day, every day, and Baba tells us about pure thoughts. So it's not that we don't know, it's that we need to develop that strength to hold that inner state. Yeah? So one of the pure thoughts Baba talks about is the thought of the original self. That when we are in our original stage, our divinity self, our divine self, we have only pure thoughts. Nothing impure crosses the mind. No impure feeling goes to the heart. So you use whatever method works best for you, whether it's your original self or whether it's having the full stop, or whether it's pulling in a new, fresh thought. But practice this, and as you practice it, you develop your spiritual strength. And as you get your spiritual strength, now you're able to keep God close. And that was what Dadi Janki was so able to do. You know, when we walked into her room, you felt God was there with her, right? They were able to just create this presence that God was there and we were there with God. And they would point up and say, you know, he's right here. So we have to be able to do that. We can't just be dependent on other people to bring God close. We can't say, well, all right, I'll go hang out with people who can make Baba close. We have to be able to bring Baba close. So that's our practice. So tomorrow from Amrit Vela, and then checking during the day, and then reflecting at night, what were the quality of my thoughts? And anytime you find your thoughts going to something ordinary or negative, interrupt that thought. Stop the thought. and replace it with a pure thought so that you can keep your mind filled with pure thoughts and keep Baba close. So here's the homework. Pure thoughts. First are thoughts of the original self. And then there are pure and positive thoughts. Those who maintain pure and positive thoughts day and night can never have any bad thoughts, nor do they have bad vision towards others. Develop the habit of seeing and thinking of everything in a pure way through your attitude and vision, and you will have good wishes for everyone. So, the meditation.
Pure thoughts. First are thoughts of the original self. And then there are pure and positive thoughts. Those who maintain pure and positive thoughts day and night can never have any bad thoughts, nor do they have bad vision towards others. Develop the habit of seeing and thinking of everything in a pure way. Through your attitude and vision, and you will have good wishes for everyone.
शुभ चिंतन। स्वचिंतन, फिर शुभ चिंतन। ऐसी आत्माएं शुभ चिंतक बन जाती है, क्योंकि जो स्वयं दिन रात शुभ चिंतन में रहते, वो औरों के प्रति कभी भी न अशुभ सोचते न अशुभ देखते। अपनी वृत्ति दृष्टि द्वारा सर्व में शुभ देखने और सोचने की आदत बनाओ, तो आप हरेक के प्रति शुभ चिंतक बन जाएंगे।
Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Have pure thoughts tomorrow. Keep yourself close to Baba.